Hey, what's up, guys? I'm putting on a game theory video, actually answering a question sort of video. If you like the videos, like, subscribe, comment, share, support the channel if you want. Appreciate things. I know when I was talking about how I would make Street Fighter, or an idea of how I would make Street Fighter, some people are comparing it to KOF 13, and I also get asked about KOF 13. And I've answered this before, and I'll say it again. Listen, people got to remember, you can go back and look on my channel. I made videos for King of Fighters 13. I was the first person, to my knowledge, to do some of the stuff in King of Fighters 13, okay? King of Fighters 13, though, and I mean, even the name, Saishu Kessen, you know what I mean? That's from King of Fighters. Because the final showdown, when I first saw that super as a kid, I was like, whoa, what a cool super. He, like, turns himself on fire and he beats the shit out of you. Whoa, that's pretty cool. Anyway, the point is, there's a part of me that likes King of Fighters, but King of Fighters eventually just became everything fucking juggles. That's all it does. King of Fighters. Maximum impact juggle, maximum juggle. That's all King of Fighters does. Just like I said, most EX moves. Oh, what does it do? It just, most EX moves, they just give you the original property of the move. Oh, the move is invincible again now. Or the move juggles. You know, most EX moves suck. But even before that, King of Fighters 13, everything just fucking juggles. Like, imagine, let's say we got this here. Let's say we got, like, imagine a boardroom meeting. We got a few people in the boardroom meeting. They're like, how do we make King of Fighters? Now, I know when I talk about games, you know, maybe someone like, oh, you ramble a little bit, but let's think about this from the perspective of, say, somebody is listening to me talk and they're like, oh, Clayton, he's got ideas, but I gotta listen to them. Like, oh, and then you're like, oh, like that. Some guys were like, oh, now that I see what you're talking about, you drew it out. I'm like, oh, it's like making sense, right? But maybe it doesn't quite click at first. Now imagine somebody comes in, they're like, what if King of Fighters, what if everything just juggles? That's not big brain. Oh, everything juggles, okay? I don't even get what I'm getting at. Like, okay, I can see the argument that, like, imagine, like, you gotta, like, actually use some, like, thought process. Like, think about some of the stuff I'm saying and, like, what it would do to a game, right? King of Fighters 13, everything, it just fucking juggles. That's what it feels like. Oh, my special move juggles. Oh, my special move juggles. How many times can I juggle with my special move before you hit the ground? It's not big brain. It's boring. King of Fighters 13 is the only game that I can ever remember playing where, and I didn't play it a lot, like, not that I'm, like, good at it or anything like that, but I don't think me and friends played King of Fighters more than a week. Nobody wanted to play it. And this could be, and again, this isn't that, like, I'm good at the game or anything, not by any means, but let's say maybe I can get a small little bit of a grasp of a game pretty early on, right? And, you know, instantly, right when I'm playing this game, you know, people are like, oh my God, why are the combos so long? Like, we don't even get to play. Like, those kill combos in that game, like, oh my God, are they like 20, 30-second long combos? It feels like it's just, and you know, that's not, again, not saying that I'm good at the game or anything like that. I never played it that much. But even, I guess, me at a basic level, I was pretty quickly doing a lot of this stuff. And it's just like, oh, this is dumb. Like, no one even wanted to play it. It was just, and of course, it has its fans, whatever. But King of Fighters, it's just everything juggles. The progression of King of Fighters is it's stale. It's boring. It's not big brain. Again, think about, I'm trying to use this like a visual of like, oh, imagine I come up to the boardroom meeting and I'm trying to explain something, and you're like, oh, okay, you got to think about it a little bit. You got to use your brain, and you're like, oh, okay, you know, you're thinking about it. But if someone just comes up and like, juggle. There's no brain. There's no, oh, so you mean everything juggles. Okay, well, there you go, Jimmy. That's you on the back. Okay, we get your idea. It doesn't have to be explained. Nothing has to be explained for King of Fighters. You're just King of Fighter juggle. Okay, it's fucking, I don't know. You know, I know some people, maybe they get mad that I like shit on combos a lot. And I think combos are like a necessary evil of fighting games. Like, video games got to progress. You know, but I've said before, a lot of times I only do combos because I can do them. I understand combos can be fun. I've had fun, quotation marks, while making combo videos. But it's not really what I care about. It's like not the foundational stuff of what made me interested in fighting games, I guess. You know, and I know that gets mad because, you know, there's haters, oh, Clayton, he only does combos. He never won tournaments, so those were fake. oh, well, he only, oh, okay, well, I guess he won, but he only won because people weren't good back then. Oh, wait, you mean the same people that were good back then are still considered now? He hacked the hospital. Trust me, bro. You know what I mean? It's like people get mad that I guess I'm a combo guy that actually has shown he has won tournaments and beaten people. You know, but at the end of the day, combos are, you know. But anyway, so people were saying, is my system like King of Fighters 13? No, I mean, I guess from the perspective of, you know, what do I remember about King of Fighters 13? You have this like drive bar, right? And correct me if I'm wrong. It's actually been a while. But again, you can look at my videos. I've made many videos for the game. You got your super bar down here. I think it starts at 3, then it goes to 5 if you lost characters, whatever. But then your drive bar, is it? Oh God, maybe it's not drive. Wait, because drive is Street Fighter 5, right? Oh fuck, I don't remember. Is it called drive in King of Fighters as well? Maybe I'm getting things confused. Whatever. You have this bar up here. You have the bar at the top of King of Fighters 13, right? And if you just use one bar, you get the special move. But if you use 2 bars, you do your fucking custom combo thing. Oh God, pull out my hair. Custom combos. That's not what I said my thing is. I guess from a basic level, yes, I said you could cancel a special move to a special move, right? But I said before, you got your super here. You got level 1 supers, and then you have some supers can be a level 3 super or a level 3 only super, right? And I said, then you have this versatile bar up here, right? For a single stock, you can do an EX move. For a single stock, you know what I mean? Maybe you get like a delayed wake up or something like that. Maybe for a couple stocks, you can do an alpha counter, right? Maybe for a couple stocks as well. Or, also for a single stock, you can do, you know, a special move to a super move. For a single stock, you can do a CVS2 cancel. So if you do a super, cancel a special, another single stock, you know, thing. And then also for 2 stocks or whatever, you can do a special move to special move like King of Fighters. But remember, not everything juggles in my game. If I was making a game, I don't want everything to juggle. That is fucking retarded. I don't like it. I don't like it. It's making me crazy, Bob. An emergency C-section is required to remove this ideology from the FGC on NPC. And I said the way that I would make it interesting, because not everything juggles in this game, is when you do the special move to special move, this next special move that hits causes a special property that then actually allows you to juggle. But it could be anything. Unless it's a special move that you've already used that does not have a, you know, set juggle point. You know what I mean? Like maybe a Dragon Punch, you know, has 0 juggle properties, right? But if you do this cancel into it, then it has that asterisk mark of, oh, it can now be juggled once. You know what I mean? Oh, whatever the case, right? But the point is, that's why I was trying to give those examples of the Street Fighter thing, because think about a game like Street Fighter Alpha, where Ryu could do a stand jab. He could then jump up, stand medium punch, juggle. Then he could go crossover, you know, mix up kind of stuff. Something that you only very rarely see in a game like Street Fighter Alpha 1 and 2, right? But it exists. But this gives you a different way to use it, right? Just think of Guy's flip kick to the thrust kick, right? He doesn't have that in every game. He's only had it in Omega Street Fighter 4 and Capcom Fighting Jam. But Capcom Fighting Jam, you know, the move doesn't juggle. But it's interesting because if it did theoretically hit, you get a shitload of damage on it. That could give you a way to then, that's not normally in the juggles. And then of course, if you hit the guy on the ground, guess what? You get some kind of special counter thing. Anyway, the point is, yes, it is a special move to a special move, but it's not a special move to a special move that is just, what are we going to do when we special move the special move? Well, we're always just going to keep juggling over. What was that? Can't fucking Rio and fucking King of Fighters. What do you do, like 5 fireballs in a row? Just over and over. Oh, big brain. I special move to special move that knocked the guy so high, so I'm just going to do fucking 5 palm strike fireballs in a row. Oh, wow, big brain there, dude. You know, there's no thought process there. Like here, at least, you know, you have different things you can do. Like, wow, you normally can't juggle with Zangief's headbutt thing. Wow, now there's like a theoretical setup. If you could try to mix match the special moves in a specific way, you might be able to juggle this move. Whereas if this was King of Fighters, you know, 13, you just juggle over and over and over and over again with every fucking thing. Who gives a fuck, right? So anyway, you know, and I guess, you know, I can say from a game design theory, if I was going to have like, you know, so there's this like, oh, special move, the special move thing here, whatever. And if you have 2 bars, whatever, you know, you go into your custom combo mode. I don't want a fucking custom combo mode if I was making a fucking Street Fighter thing. The only thing that I could theoretically see myself doing, you know what I mean, is maybe, okay, maybe there's a fucking 3 stock move where you go into, then I would say, who knows, maybe a V triggerish, let's say, just a powered up mode of your character that they have specific things that they could do, you know, who knows, maybe Ryu does have a charged fireball there and he can dash cancel out of it or some shit, like fucking, excuse me, what was that, Tekken vs Street Fighter or some shit like that, you know what I mean, maybe some kind of like powered up, souped up mode, you know what I mean, I guess, you know what I mean, but I would never want a fucking custom combo mode in a fucking Street Fighter game. I fucking hate that shit. And then, of course, since I'm just talking again, I said, and these other 2 bars are, you know what I mean, maybe you would, once you lose, you know what I mean, another thing pops up in case you haven't used all of this stuff. You know, the point is, and then, of course, like I said as well, as long as you have 3 bars, maybe there's a system that, you know, your guard meter doesn't pop up yet. Maybe you're fucking, maybe you can't die from chip damage yet. The point is, making this a very versatile sort of meter that can be used through different things. And because I said that's one of the things that I was hoping I was going to like about Street Fighter 6, but I was also worried that it was going to turn out. You know, that I was like, oh, I like having versatile options separate from the supers. Keep these special, because too often when you have versatile options compared to the super in the same sort of, you know, meter, the versatile options are so powerful that you don't get to see supers a lot, because the versatile usages of the meter are just that much more important than saving it for a super. So, I mean, that was like the one thing that I said, I think that's a good idea right when I first saw that Street Fighter 6. I don't like EX moves per se, you know what I mean? Don't like, you know, a lot of stuff in Street Fighter 6, but just the idea of making sure that supers are supposed to be special, I think is a good idea. Unfortunately, supers are mostly just combo fodder, besides very randomly. Don't even argue about this. Yes, I know there's a Blanca super. Yes, I know there's like a JP super or Jury Block Guile super. Okay, I got you. Okay, these are the exceptions to the rule. Generally speaking, people use supers as combo fodder. It's fucking dirt. But just the idea of keeping, you know, having a versatile meter and just a super meter, I think is a good idea. And it's something that I've even talked about that I would do in a game. Anyway. If you like the videos, like, subscribe, comment, share, support the channel if you want. I appreciate it. Thanks. The end.